Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Tennessee Titans and the Cincinnati Bengals. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Check pass.
Henry out of the pistol. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Henry. A solid stiff arm. 41 yards rushing for him here. What a start to the ball game. It's 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Henry. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. 3rd and goal at the 4-yard line. Willis going to try to run it. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Here we go.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Here we go.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here we go. Here we go.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Burrow. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They begin with Henry, and he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Slot man moves right. 2nd down, they go again with Henry. And he stopped immediately there. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny?
You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burrow?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. And then he curls back inside for the completion.
Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Willis now off of play action. Back to the same target, Campbell. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. It's a play fake. Here's Willis. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Hey, check that. Street.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Can't be lying.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. 3rd down, it's Willis. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and that will keep this a 3-point game. So an 8-play drive gets him down there, but play number 9, that winds up a missed field goal.
And they definitely moved the ball well. That's a drive where you hate to come away with nothing.
The Bengals drive about to get going. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On one, right?
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
11.
Now Burrow. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First down. Here's Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete. The Bengals at 500, 7-7 on the year. And they've lost 3 straight here. And it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going forward.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six for Bengals TD.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach tell us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
McPherson on for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1, and that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Play action. Willis. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Titans. John Ross, his 11th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. 7 yards there and a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up second down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals would extend their lead here just before halftime. McPherson now for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Pushes him over. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we're at halftime here on Christmas Eve as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. He's got Hurst, his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Burrow. And his throw is incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's third down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did, that time for a loss.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
They go play action with Willis.
Steps away. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Tough spot for Willis and the Titans, now facing 3rd and long following the sack.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet? And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 18 ready, 18 ready. Panther 3, Panther 3.
Going on 4th down, here's Willis.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Burrow. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
On one, ready?
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
11 mighty, 11 mighty.
They'll drop to throw.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
11. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
We're off to the fourth quarter here on Christmas Eve. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, ready?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
The slot man in motion right. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Henry again on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few.
And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down. They came with a safety blitz, and Daxton Hill got home.
Well, a free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Another try after the first down sack.
Willis.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
The Titans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16.
Here's Willis, 3rd and long.
Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 28.
Now Willis on 1st and 10.
That ball caught by Campbell. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Back to throw, Willis.
And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Here's Henry. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
Willis, 4th down, has to have it.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Paris Campbell from 3 yards out. And the Titans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Willis will try and throw for this. And he will get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful, and the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth. So just a three-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
On the ground with a tight end. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now it's Burrow. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is fielded at the 7. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. First and 10 now. Willis and the Titans at their own 21. Willis now off play action. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Willis to throw. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Now Willis. Back to the same target, Campbell. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Check pass. Check pass.
Willis, gotta have this one.
Rolling to his right. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the first down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Go, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call.
Throwing, Willis. Gets it to Burks.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A couple of first downs on the drive already. As they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Here's Willis.
His throw incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Willis looking to pass it.
Out to his left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Willis back to throw it.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Willis to throw.
Going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10.
Willis, he'll look to throw it.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
So now Randy Bullock with an important field goal try here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this is no good. Oh, by a matter of inches, he missed it wide to the right. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. pressure kick, and I thought he was going to hit it. I thought we were destined for overtime, but not the case.
Not at all, and they were already planning for the overtime you just mentioned, already saying, okay, what are we going to do if we get the ball? What happens on defense? Instead of that celebration and that little bit of euphoria, it turned into letdown city.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Cincinnati, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Tennessee,